In 1919 and 20, during the winter session, I attended the McGilvra School in Seattle. I was in the 8th grade, and the teacher required all of us at some time or other to give a reading or a poem that we had learned. So I went home and announced this to my folks, and Mother dug out this Green Mountain Justice, and she drilled me on giving it. And it's been kind of a tradition ever since, on Christmas Eve. So that's the story.
The snow is deep, the justice said. There's mighty mischief overhead. High talk indeed, his wife exclaimed. What, sir, should Providence be blamed? Oh, no. I only meant the loads of snow upon the roof. The barn is weak. I greatly fear the roof will break. So hand me up a spade, my dear. I'll mount the barn, the roof to clear. Don't, shouted she. The barn is high, and if you'd slip and fall and die, how would my living be secured? Stephen, your life is not insured. But tie this rope your waist around, and that will keep you safe and sound. Agreed, he roared. Now for the roof, all snugly bound and danger-proof. Excelsior, excelsior. But no, the rope is not secured below, called Rachel. You climb the barn, the end to throw across the edge, and I will go and tie that end around my waist. Well, every woman to her taste. You always would be tightly laced. Beneath the armpits tied around, she takes her station on the ground. Paul on the roof, below the ledge, he shovels clear the lower edge. But sad mischance, the loosened snow comes sliding down to fall below. And as he tumbles with the slide, up Rachel goes on t'other side. Good Lord of Goshen, shouted she. Why, do you see it? Answered he. The couple, dangling in the breeze, like turkeys hung outside to freeze, shout back and forth what best to do. Called Stephen. Take it coolly, wife. All have their ups and downs in life. Called Rachel. What a pity 'tis that you should joke at such a time as this. A man whose wife is being hung should know enough to hold his tongue. Now, Rachel, as I look below, I see a tempting pile of snow. Suppose, my dear, I take my knife and cut the rope to save my life. Don't, shouted she. I see some pointed stones below. 'Twould be my death. A better way would be to call with all our might for Phoebe Hall. Agreed, he roared. First he, then she gave voice, in tones both fine and coarse, enough to make a drover hoarse. Oh, Phoebe! Phoebe! Phoebe Hall! Phoebe Hall! Now, Phoebe over at the farm was sitting sewing snug and warm, when, hearing as she thought her name, sprang up and to the rescue came. Beheld the scene, And then she thought, now if a kitchen chair were brought, and I could catch her by the foot, I'd pull her downward by the boot, then cut the rope and let him go. He could not miss that pile of snow. He sees her moving toward his wife, armed with a chair and a carving knife, and ere he is aware, perceives his head ascending to the roof, and calls beneath the eaves, "Stop that! You'll make me fall too far by half." But Phoebe answers with a laugh, "Pray tell a body, by what right you brought your wife to such a plight?" And then, with well-directed blows, she cuts the rope, and down he goes. His wife united, they walk around, but lo, no Stephen can be found. They look above and around and below. No trace nor token can they see, and deeper grows the mystery. Poor Rachel's heart within her sank when, glancing at a snowy bank, she gets a little glimpse of hope, a tiny movement of the rope. They scrape away a little snow. What's that? A hat. Ah, he's below. Then upward heaves the snowy pile, and forth he stalks in tragic style. And Rachel sees in glad surprise the hidden found, the fallen rise.